We need the intro. Hello, hello, hello. We are on the show. It's Nika and Nate, and we ready to go. The talk is anxiety.
Hey,
Don't sit quietly. We gonna get this
hey,
shit out. Um,
this show was hard. You need to record that. Let's record that after
mm,
this.
mm,
You should have been writing that
anxiety.
down. You know what?
I just did the little snorkel. Hold
I don't
on.
know. You know what?
I gotta.
Oh
That flow
Lord.
just came out of nowhere.
Nowhere, G.
That flow
Oh
just
Lord.
came out. All right, y'all.
All right.
So come on in the room. We talking about anxiety, baby. As you can tell,
Uh-huh.
mine's is lifted for the day because it was trying to be on.
There we I had the phone going too. We back. We back like we never left.
Back.
Y'all was waiting on us. I heard y'all was waiting on us.
Heard you
Y'all
was
be
looking for
just,
me. Here I go. I'm just in
I
the
was
flow of
in
mood.
DMs like, where y'all been, twin? Where have
Where
you
have you
been?
been?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yes, I heard y'all been looking for us. That made me so happy. We getting our follow game up too. I said, y'all really, really like us. We
Yeah,
like
we got
y'all
that
too.
33 in the third holding strong right now.
30, 33 in the third. You not lying. Oh my goodness. For reals. Man,
Yes.
I'm so
Okay.
excited about tonight's convo, tonight's chat. I always tell Nika this be so crazy because when me and Nika be brainstorming and be like, okay, what should the next topic be? It usually come from a conversation we having like, oh, we should talk about that next. It,
Mm-hmm.
that's how this happened because we was just talking about anxiety.
It'd be
And
so much healing occurring in our conversations. We'd be like, oh, this is good. We got to share with other people. So
man, come on, girl.
now we're here to talk
Now we
about
here.
anxiety, the silent,
Mhm.
what you think gonna kill you, because that's how that shit
Ooh,
go.
it's all in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be so funny because we'll pick the topic and we will simultaneously be having situations that will give us fuel or whatever
Yeah.
we need to cover the topic. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
know, like
Mm-hmm.
if you podcast or if you're a content creator, you constantly thinking about like how what
Yeah.
you can talk about, what message you want to put out there. So it's just weird. Like once we solidify and come together and pick whatever topic we gonna pick, we simultaneously. I called
The
Nika the
topics
other
is
day.
there. As long as you living and breathing and walking, it's just deciding when to talk about what. What's the best conversation
Yeah,
for when? So
absolutely. Yeah. So I was so happy that we agreed, to collectively talk about this topic. And it's so funny because when I say that I have anxiety, because I'm so chill most of the time, people are shocked about it. Like,
I
you?
was shocked. Like it's such a I guess because people don't really talk who goes around like I got anxiety. Like people don't really
Oh,
talk
people do
about
it
it.
all the time. People love saying that.
But I don't even think that the people that think they got it really being had it. Like, because if you had it, like, it ain't really fun to even really be talking about like that.
Yeah. But
Some
I
for people like
feel
me,
like
it was like very high anxiety, like panic attack levels, to the
debilitating.
point to say anxiety at one point. I thought I was going something like it was happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really ain't nothing to play about, but a lot of people don't talk about it, I guess, in forms that we didn't, because I didn't know until that day we was on there and he was like, man, I've been having anxiety today. And I'm like,
Mhm.
anxiety? Like you suffer from anxiety? Because I got an anxiety story too. And then I was
Yeah.
talking to another friend. They recently started suffering anxiety, and I was grateful because it's like now I can kind of tell you. And then my own child, when we went through COVID, scared as hell. She was
Yeah.
scared. She went through anxiety, and I was just grateful enough to know what to tell her to do, because to go through that at like 15 years old, I know at 30 some years old, literally, I felt like I was about to die. So to not know what to do
Mhm.
at 15 years old, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you definitely got to have a toolbox. Like that's what I call it. Like that's my management system. Like I try to have things that I know work for me. So I call
Yeah.
that shit my toolbox. So
Yeah.
I remember this was probably the school year before last. So 21-22 school year. That's when like I had a real like a crazy anxiety attack. It
Mm.
started at night and it was like I couldn't breathe. So I was like, well, let me just make myself go to sleep. So you know how you sleep, but you really not uh but you really not sleep. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so I went to sleep. I woke up the next day. I went to work. I couldn't sit down. I couldn't sit in my. I was like, man, what's going on with me? So I started thinking about. I was at the time. It was Christmas time, so I was doing a toy drive for the kids or whatever. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, 3 weeks is not enough time to do a toy drive. I was just making up all these scenarios, bringing other people into my anxiety. I went to the
Mm-hmm.
teachers who was helping me. I don't think 3 weeks gonna be enough time. She was so. I'm glad she was calm. She was like, "Well, I did this last year, and 3 weeks was a great time. We collected over 100 toys in 3 weeks." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I called my friend Candy. I'm like, "Candy, I'm having anxiety." She said, "Well, what's going on?" I'm like, "Nothing." She like, "Is it
Okay.
a crisis?" I'm like,
Mhm.
"No, it's no crisis." She said, "Then." And
Right.
so after she asked me that, it helped me sit back. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
ain't nothing going on. It's not a crisis. What's wrong with me? And I promise you, it's like God started just talking to me or something. And he was like, it's just anxiety. It's just
Yeah.
a part of
Well,
your
I
feeling.
think it
It's
comes
a part
with,
of your emotional makeup. I was like,
we don't talk about it. So when you start feeling it, you have no clue like what's
what it
happening or
is.
what's going on, like why it's happening, what triggered it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna share like the like symptoms, like early symptoms, so you can kind of, because some people probably have these symptoms and you don't even realize that it's the early signs of anxiety. Feeling restless or on edge, easily fatigued, difficulty concentrating, being irritable, having headaches, muscle aches, stomach aches, or any type of unexplained pain, difficulty controlling feelings of worry, and having sleep problems, such as difficulty falling or staying asleep. So
Mhm.
you was experiencing every bit of all of that.
Man, it just hit me. But as I'm working
Mhm.
it out, I'm like, because this what we like to do with most feelings. We need to validate them. So we will connect them to something we made up or
Yeah,
something real.
yeah, yeah. It
So
could be
we can
something real, but you
validate
kind of
those feelings. But
come
the
up with the
thing
outcome
is,
by yourself.
right, but the thing is, because you feel the feelings, they already validated. You see what I'm saying? Because you already feeling it, that's your validation right there because you feel it. It doesn't
Right.
have to be
True.
connected to anything. It doesn't have to be a part of whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's a
Hmm.
feeling. That's something I learned. I keep this in my toolbox. Feelings are just visitors. They come and they go. That's it.
Hmm.
If you allow them to come and go, but if you just focus in, because a lot of the times, the things we call negative feelings, we actually use those to get to the positive ones. So, you ever been depressed?
Yeah.
Most of us have.
Yeah. For sure.
But after depression, when you coming out of that shit, what do you feel? Joy, peace, comfort,
Hmm.
relief,
Hmm.
happiness. But how would
Hmm.
you know you felt that if you didn't feel sadness, grief,
Yeah.
heavy, anxiety? You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So we put so much emphasis on feelings and we make them good and bad and all of this, but they just feelings.
Yeah.
You
And then the main thing is you have these feelings, and then the feelings that you are allowing yourself to feel or to have starts to become like a worry.
yeah.
And then that's how you go
Because you
into
feel
like
bad for feeling them. You be like,
situations or
why
like a
she feel like this?
circumstance,
Yeah.
like something happened. Like mine was, who we, it was bad. Mine was, my anxiety started with like for sure like fear. And I, and maybe Cola was on here and she had said she experienced it when her baby was in the hospital. And so we probably had the same type of feeling, just the unknowing of whether or not she was gonna make it because she was going through so much, and you praying and you trusting God. So mine was similar. We was going through a situation where we were looking for a family member, and it was getting scary to the point we've called everybody who's anybody all over everywhere, and nobody had saw him and nobody had heard from or seen him, and that just wasn't like they like them at all. So fear started to set in with me already. Like the more we called around and the more I wasn't getting the response that I was trying to prepare myself for, the worse I started to feel. And I couldn't explain it, but I was literally losing my breath. Like I felt like I needed to, you know, how people be like, you get I think because I didn't know, I was scared. I think I did ask for a paper bag so I could
Yeah.
try to get my breathing under control, because at that point I had told myself, like, this is it. Like, I'm fearing the next call we make is going to be bad news. And from then on, it was nothing. And I do mean nothing. Once it's there, it was nothing for me to get anxiety. Any little or a bill. The kids bus late. I mean, like every little thing triggered my anxiety.
Mm.
It was bad. It was severe. Like sitting a dang, it's crazy. Like I would have to like sometime like just go in a dark place, and it sound bad, but I wasn't. I
No, it
was.
don't. It don't sound bad.
It wasn't like it was fear of dying. Like, and I didn't know what was going on, so it would get so bad. Sometimes I gotta like just sit like in a dark room, and like I can't take nobody talk. Like the more interactions I have with people, or like
It was
sound or
heightened.
anything, oh
It
my
was
god,
heightened.
it got bad. Like, and you be crying and everything else. So I would just have to really get to the point where I ain't have no words. Like if I was praying, it was all up here. If I could say anything, I would Jesus, 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 like until and just deep, deep breaths, like deep, slow breaths. And I remember it being so bad that it was a constant prayer, even when I wasn't having it. And not that it's completely gone, but to say that I have the experiences with it, that how it started out, it ain't nothing like how it used to be. But
Yeah.
it's still, I just noticed that it's a little bit different now. Like I catch
Because
it
you
when I'm
aware.
aware.
You became aware. That's a part of your
Yeah.
toolbox.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
Delisa said, that's decompressing. That was the way of coping.
Yeah.
And it's stuff you just learn how to make things a part of your toolbox. That's the perfect way, girl. I love
Yeah.
turning off everything, just being quiet. Sometimes I sit in here and just talk out loud, to
Mhm.
God, to myself, to whoever, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You just
That's how
gotta,
I found out that I had peace in like rain sounds and like sounds of nature and different things like that.
yeah,
Or I'll go to like Hillsong, like Christian music, but just like instrumental. No words, nothing, just worship, like just the instruments
yeah.
and stuff. But especially the earth sounds. Like I'll turn on a waterfall sound and go into deep breathing in a yoga
Oh,
pose.
breathing. I don't know what it is about those breaths.
Deep
I like
breathing
to
can
hear
heal
them.
you.
I like to hear them, girl. I'll be like,
Oh, like to hear it.
I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
whoa. Like I
Yeah,
want to
but you
hear it. I
really
want to
feel
hear the breath.
yourself. It's like you feel yourself coming back to yourself
Yeah.
through the
Yeah,
deep
you
breathing.
definitely are. But some you said earlier, like it's not like it's gone. When you said that, this is crazy. So something else that happened this just a couple days ago. I work at a school. I talk about school a lot on here, but I'm like a resource counselor. So I help get resources out to the families of my campus, because if the kid hungry, they're not gonna do good in school. If you got raggedy shoes and clothes, you're not gonna feel good about yourself. So you're
Right.
not gonna feel good about learning. So I made sure the kids have everything they need. Anyway, it's a bunch of
That
us
is
at
such a bomb job. Like I
yeah, I
love
love
that
it.
job.
I
It's dope.
love it. But I go help with pantry. So we had
Mhm.
this thing out here in Houston called the Super Pantry. You set up, they bring a tractor trailer full of food, and they pass it out to families. It's all free. You get meat, vegetables, canned goods, fresh fruit,
Mhm.
household items. It's just really, really dope. I really, really like the program. But anyway, I was there. So it's a lot of women. And so we're in there. My homegirl with me. And my homegirl tell me, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start taking meds. I said, you know, what's making you think that or whatever? And she was just saying how bad her anxiety is. So we all start talking about it. So this one girl was like, you just pray it away. I'm like, you're never gonna be able to pray away any emotion, that anything in your emotional makeup. You can learn how to be resilient. You can learn how to cope with it. You can learn how to understand it and allow it so you can cope with
You
it.
can pray. You just can't just pray though. Like you gotta.
Yeah, you said you're not going. Well, she was saying like you could. It will leave. It will leave you. I'm like, that cannot happen because we have that feeling for a number of reasons. You get anxious. It's the anxious excited.
I
It's
was
the
just
anxious
about to say
scared. It's
that.
the anxious.
Sometimes it'll bring on an anxiety attack, and you be like, "Wait a minute, Lord, because I'm trying to be happy. Like, why is this
I'm
happening?"
happy. I'm happy.
Like when we was getting
Like,
ready to go on the other week, your anxiety wasn't because of anything, because that's the first thing I said. Well, what happened today? Like, what's wrong? And you was like, well, no,
good
it's not
ass day.
that. You was like, I guess I'm just anxious about the show, about us getting ready to go live or whatever. So like it don't even, and it says that. Look at me, y'all. I be reading, especially when we have these topics. I be wanting to dive in, but it talks about how it can happen in moments of calmness.
Yeah. Just out the blue. And I'm
Yeah.
generally, y'all, if y'all have ever been around me, I be chilling. I be chilling the fuck
Mm-hmm.
out. I'm chill as fuck. Like that's why people be surprised when I tell them I have anxiety. It's not like I'm suffering. That's a lot of word people say, I suffer with this, I suffer with that. I'm not suffering. It's just something that I experience. And it's something that we all experience,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to have a tool belt to use it. Like going back to that, whatever the school year when I had the real bad anxiety, that same day when everything was happening, that afternoon, I had a girl talk with all the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade girls. Middle school is treacherous now with the work, the kids is crazy. So these kids I be like, y'all be stressed out, and y'all just 15. Y'all got so much further to go in life. Y'all use all y'all stress points right
Yeah, they
now.
do.
They got so
They
much further.
do. But
So
see,
much.
that's good. Like you in a position to kind of like point that out to them too,
Yeah,
because they
because
don't
I
even
pointed
really
out to
realize they be
myself.
stressing, or we don't
Yeah,
even realize we be stressing. And then I just
we
read
don't.
something that just blew my mind talking about sometimes the stressor. Well, I guess that will be like the moment of calmness. The Sometimes the stressor is unidentifiable.
No. It just happened. That's why I'm telling you, feelings of this
It just
visitor.
go.
Them motherfuckers just come bow. You be like, oh my God, why I feel like this? What's going on? And we love validating our feelings to a real life experience. That's why people watch the news. They want to validate their
Mhm.
feelings of fear. That's why people
Yeah,
watch stuff about the war.
and that's
That's why
why I
people
don't.
get mad at rich people so they can validate their feelings of scarcity and not having enough. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
we love to validate instead of just saying these just feelings and I'm just
yeah,
feeling them. Like that's one thing I do now. Like if I know I'm about to have some anxiety, and I get anxiety when I'm excited too. Like let God be blessing me daily. God be showing me He God all the time. So
hmm
I get excited about that. And people know now because I'll start crying. I'll be like, I just keep talking. I'm like, don't mind my tears. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really, really hyped up. I'm just real, real.
I do that too.
Yeah.
And people be like, "Are you about to cry?" And I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I can't really explain it, but it happen all the time.
Yes. Yeah, but now that's
I
what
used to be
comes with
self-conscious about it, like,
feeling.
"Okay, calm down, Nika, because why are your eyes getting watery?"
Nah, I don't. I used to. I think everybody would at some point, but that's why it's important to get in tune with your star player, your main character, because of that, it makes me so aware. It makes me aware, G. Like I realize, like if I'm having anxiety, like oh, I'm having anxiety.
Yeah,
And I
versus
don't be
getting
like, let
all
me
worked
find
up.
something to attach this anxiety to so I can make it worse. I
Yeah,
just be like,
no.
this is a feeling.
But
This
then
just
too, you
something
gotta
that's visible.
communicate with like people around you too. Like if you got like coworkers or your family members, people that live in your house, because if you've never experienced it, then it can come off as everything that y'all would that the average person would be like, oh, she irritated, oh, she got an attitude, oh, she, and it's like I've even learned to express it to the people in my house, like, okay,
Mhm.
today, because I just haven't had a moment for myself
Yeah.
today, and I was looking forward to my moment, and then it got snatched away. And
Yeah. You
immediately
got
it
pissed off?
overwhelmed me, like, what the hell? Like, and I could feel it coming. And I did get a little frustrated. But I had
Mhm.
to explain to the kids, like, listen, in order for me to make sure I'm okay and make sure everybody else is okay and I'm not overwhelmed, I have to get a minute to myself. And if y'all don't understand that and you keep on attacking me, because that's how I feel. I'm sorry. Like I'm being attacked. Like, and it's already happening. There's nothing I can really do to get it out, but to start like, hey, like shut the F up, like get away from me. Like, just give me a moment. But I told them, like, in order for
Yeah.
me to not be overwhelmed, you have to understand that I have to have a moment to myself. The same way you could get overwhelmed, I can get overwhelmed. And I think for adults and parents with responsibilities, we make shit look so easy that
Yeah.
when we are
They be
overwhelmed,
like, "Oh, they got it.
it looked like we just
They
having
can
a
do all
mean
of
streak
this."
or we being mean. But when I explain it to them, especially Maddie, she was like, oh, okay, mom, like, I'm sorry. Like, because she, to them, it probably was like, damn, okay, we just got in. What's wrong with you? And
Yeah.
understand, I have anxiety and I don't want to take it out on y'all. So sometimes just give, if
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, all right, don't keep on asking me, doing this, because you're going to get a response that's not, that I don't mean. It's not even really for you. I don't really mean it for nobody. It's just that that's how it's going to come out because my anxiety has completely taken over at this point. So yeah, make sure
Yeah.
you share
But
with
I
other
think
people and make sure y'all have
I
some type
think
of understanding for people that have it,
yeah.
because it can come off. You need a little patience and understanding with people that have anxiety, that suffer from anxiety.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that's beautiful though how you express yourself because you teaching the girls how to express themselves. Like say,
Yeah,
hey, that's really you you what do you call it? You advocated for yourself and setting
yeah.
boundaries. Like, hey, and I
Well,
think
yeah,
that's
because I'm the
beautiful
parent that
because
feel guilty if I just spaz out on them, and I know it's not really them. Like
it's
I ain't
not
the parent
you.
that's just like it's me. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I just cussed you out because I'm the adult and you the child. No, that's kind of effed up. Like if you
Yeah.
having
And I
a
don't
bad
have no
day,
explanation
just
or
say I'm
reason.
having a. Give me a forewarning. I'm having a bad day. Now is not a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that that's great because you gotta tell people how to treat you. You gotta be honest, and I think that's very helpful because you are honest about it.
Yeah,
And honesty is really the thing that sets you free. Like that, the truth sets you free. That's
hmm
the truth. Like even if it's just you telling yourself the truth.
you got
Like
to,
yeah,
because you'll
I
be
had
feeling all of
really
that stuff and walking around feeling crazy and steady telling yourself, "I'm okay. I'm okay." And it's okay
yeah.
to not be okay. It's
Yeah,
okay
you
for
can
it to
say
be
it,
too
but I
much.
think, like we said earlier, we be feeling bad about feeling the feelings we feel, and they just feelings, y'all. They not gonna
Mhm,
kill you. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like we really gotta allow ourselves to feel it. It's okay if you think it's fucked up. Like earlier, how you was like,
Mhm.
"This sound bad." No, it don't. It sound like how you feel. It's not bad. It's not
Yeah,
good. It's just how you feel. You know what I'm saying? But we worry, I think, about how other people gonna take it. And fuck
yeah.
them because it's your feelings.
And
Like
it's
you
human.
really
9 times out of 10, like we on here now, probably everybody on here has had some type of form of anxiety or some
experiencing.
type of depression or anything. So
Yeah.
we
And
just
not
don't talk
just
about it.
some type of form, but also if you know ways of coping, put it in the chat. Like
Yeah, for
that's why we're
sure.
talking about this. I want everybody to
Yeah.
have a toolbox. I got a toolbox for everything. When I'm feeling any type of way, I was pissed off
And I'm
because I
taking
don't
new
like
tools
work.
too.
I don't like work, right? I don't like
Share
being up
those
late at
tools.
2 o'clock. That shit piss me off sometimes. So I wake up and I be kicking my bed and shit, like Craig. I mean, like Day Day. I be mad, and then but I let myself be mad. I'm like, fuck it, I'm mad. I'm not about to make myself mad about this shit. I can't wait till the M's hit my account. I'm just thinking this in my mind as I'm
Yeah.
pedal to the metal, working shit quiet. But I'm like, okay, I'm done being mad. Let me breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
But you
but
gotta
that
get it
takes a
out.
lot of work. That take a
Yeah.
lot of work to get to that awareness of
Just
yourself.
like
So now
anxiety,
you
anxiety,
feel.
how you waking up crying. And you
Oh,
be
and
like,
you right.
how am I just got up. Like I just started my day. But it goes back to all the other conversations we've had and being aware with self and knowing what you need. Like every morning can't be feet to flow. Let me get the kids. Let me do
Keep
this.
the
Let me do
flow
that.
ready to
Like you
go.
got,
Keep the flow
yeah,
ready
you
to go.
gotta take some time to yourself. Pray. If you know you're a person that get anxiety damn near every day, you might want to get your deep breathing meditation in the morning before you even get your day started and stuff like that. Yes. Oh, going for Nick. I went for a walk. I wasn't even going for a walk.
And
I
no,
didn't even
don't let the
realize that
weather
I
be
was
nice.
building it up. But I took a break today and I took the baby outside in the back to play. And like 10 to 15 minutes after we was out there, I started feeling different. Not realizing though that I was even feeling heavy, but I knew I was feeling lighter and I was like, damn, like
Mhm.
oh, like, man, it felt so good to be outside with that fresh air and that sunlight. That'll do it every time. A good walk and a talk with God.
Yeah. And you know what I like to do? I like to take my shoes off and put them in the grass, girl.
You want to become one with the earth. What is it called? That's called something.
Grounding, grounding,
Grounding.
grounding.
Yeah.
Or you know what else I do? Like some days I take off work because I like to practice being rich for when the M's in my account. So I
Mhm.
practice. I take off, I go eat where I want to eat, I go shopping. I take my time back basically. So
Right.
I drive all the
See, I
way
didn't
to
even
the
know I was
beach.
grounding today. I didn't have no shoes on, but come on.
You was grounding today. But I drive. I like Port Bolivar. It's a beach out here in Galveston, but it's called Port Bolivar, Texas. So you can put your car like on a boat. They got a whole little thing. I took
On the
Nico
carry,
one time.
right?
We had a ball out there. Yeah, so
Right.
I go over there, y'all. Water, just do
I
something.
still got
I got
footage.
Jeep or whatever. So I park my Jeep. You can drive on the beach. So I drive right up to the water and park my shit. Open the
And
trunk and I
listen to the
chill. I
and listen
chill
to
for
the sound.
hours. I don't have to be on no phone.
And
I
listen to the
just listen
sounds
to
of
the
the Gulf.
uh,
Oh, yeah. I will be. Y'all laugh, and you know I'm dead ass serious. Like even that night we was out there, I was like, and you was telling me about like the whole camping thing and coming
yeah,
out. And I'm like, man, that is so dope. We need to come back and do it.
yeah. I went camped out there,
I
y'all.
love
I'm a
water.
little
I
adventurous
love
little
the sound of water. It
yeah,
just
me too.
something
So
great
even
about
that, but I just try to do things because just as much energy as it take you to be negative and have
it. Yeah,
anxiety, it takes just as much energy to try not to. You
yeah,
understand? Like
it
it's
do.
things that you can use. It's ways that you can do it, but you can't be a slave to it. That be the
Yeah,
problem. We be a slave to it, like, oh my God, because we be so scared to feel it. It feel good that when I do have it now, I'll be like, okay, I'm experiencing anxiety. Everything's good in my life. Nothing's
I
going
have
on.
this
It's just
situation.
a feeling. It's a visitor. Anxiety's coming to visit me
It
today.
ain't gonna say. It says that most of them, and I guess I could say from experience, the longest one I probably had as far as an attack. Oh, because mine went from anxiety to panic, and it's a fine line. But that's why you got to be aware of those things I named earlier to get the early signs of it. Otherwise, it will turn into that full blown panic attack, and it's much harder to get control of, and it take way longer to calm down.
Yeah.
And but the most
But
I think mine is probably like 15 minutes, maybe 20
yeah.
max. But that's a long
But
understand. That's the longest
you
20
gotta
minutes
be
of
in
your
tune
life.
with your star player to even know the signs, to even know
Yeah, you
your palm
do.
sweating, to even know you green. I remember I used to be a bad road rager. And it
Me
was so
too.
funny when I started dealing with self-awareness. I was driving one day and I felt my jaws clench. I was like, what the fuck? Do I do
Mhm.
this every day? Like when
Mhm.
I'm just it's not like I'm gonna get home faster. I need to chill. So you know what I start making myself do? I would get in back of the slowest person. I could feel it. I would be so mad.
That's so
But I'm like,
crazy.
I would tell myself, like, why am I in a rush? My house is
Yeah.
there. Everything.
Yeah. You don't
I,
even know what you're rushing for. You ain't got no time to be there, no nothing. But that's
I
just
ain't
like
got nothing to do.
most of the time when we think we relax, we not, y'all. And I've
Not
I've thought about posting this on Facebook, and this is the post. You ready?
go.
Relax.
That's
Okay.
it. Relax.
No,
Let me
relax.
tell you how I know I'm
Okay,
not
no,
relaxed.
relax. Because I will lay down and I
And
will
when
lay down and be like, feel like I'm like this. And I'm like, okay,
yeah,
relax. Okay, relax.
Nika,
And the more I relax, like, damn, I was really like,
yeah.
we don't
Nika,
even be
why I go get a
relaxed.
massage? I'm gonna tell you why it tripped me out though, yeah. He probably gonna see this one day, but oh well. I went to go get a massage, right? At massage.
Mm,
I was so excited because I love massages. So I pick a man most of the times because they got the hands and shit. So
mhm.
I pick this guy and I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm waiting. So he comes to the front.
Nene,
He was blind, Nika.
nene.
Nigga. He was blind. So
No,
immediately,
because I need the people to know that we are not laughing at nobody blind, but this is a humdinger. I was not expecting you to say that. I got
me
tears because
either.
I was trying not to get
Me
a laugh
either.
in.
I wasn't expecting to experience that day.
He was your
So
massage person?
he was my massage rate. So I learned
Okay.
two things this day. Let me go ahead and finish. So
Ooh,
best massage I had in my life. Couldn't believe it. And number
okay.
two, you can't tell me what God can't do. But I'm telling
Uh-huh.
this story because as I'm
But
in the
I
massage,
can be sure that he was good because usually when people have like if they weaker in one
yeah,
area, they are
strong
really
in
great at
another.
everything
But
else.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm getting a massage, and he said, "Hey, I need you to do one thing for me, Miss Rana." I said, "What's that?" He said, "I need you to relax." And it's
And
like
you
when
thought
he
you
said
were.
that, I was like, "Damn, I'm not relaxed." Like he know, like he could feel.
You can
I was
feel
just
it.
taken aback because I think it was my taken abackness because I'm
Listen,
like,
I want everybody to go to
"Man,
bed tonight in your normal self, and before
relax."
you just tell yourself to relax and watch how you gonna realize
Watch
how
the
relaxed you
difference.
are not.
Yeah. But
When I'm
look, it
conscious
was
of it,
so
I do it.
crazy. When he said relax, that's when he brought awareness to me. I said,
Mhm.
this man, against all odds, was born, been living. He a grown man. He
Yeah,
went to school, to a
yeah,
massage school. You have to read. So he had to have all his stuff in Braille. So he went to
right.
school and graduated. He's working here at a chain salon. So he got hired for something. Why am I tripping?
Yeah.
I'm having this conversation with myself. Bitch, I start breathing like, okay, let me breathe. Once I relax, I swear to God, I've been having this in my shoulder. All that shit
This
just,
right here in your
you know,
shoulders will make you tired as hell. It'll make you have headaches and everything. Because the moment you get a massage or the moment you get to like pulling on it yourself, you immediately feel the release of the pressure.
yeah.
But that's
Because we don't
because
realize we
we
like,
carry all of
all
our
that.
stress and our
Because we be
worries
like
and our
this.
everything up here.
We
Yeah.
clench our cheeks. We don't know we
And
be
don't even
clenching our
realize
cheeks.
you're doing it.
Yeah. And all that shit, it produces like poisons, toxins in your body.
Hmm. But see, I
So your
think that
body,
something occurred. They say like mainly white people, they suffer from anxiety way more than um than black people. However,
mhm,
we suffer more like it turns into anxiety, but we start off because we experience a lot of it's from post traumatic stress.
right.
And so
Yeah.
I was saying like a lot of times you realize stuff or you witness situations where you it do make you like or you going through something and it make you feel like and you don't realize you're doing it, but the body, the muscles is definitely conforming to
Man,
that.
they feel everything. I remember,
Listen.
look, I was out to eat with one of my good girlfriends, and I was just asking her, like, dang, how everything been going or whatever. And because her face was breaking out. And I'm like, damn, you really
Mhm.
don't be breaking out. I wonder what's going on. I said, are you stressed out? She said, no, I'm not stressed. So after we sit down, we eat fellowshipping and shit. I say, hey, how was life? She started telling me everything that was going on. I was like, this bitch looked at me. She said, damn, I am stressed out. I said, we be going
Because
so
we
much
be so
that,
we think it's wrong. Like we really find shame in saying that I'm not okay. Or it's a I don't, not no more. Are you okay? No.
yeah,
Not no,
leave
I'm
me the
not.
fuck
Not
alone.
today,
I'm
not
pissed
right
off.
now.
I'm pissed. I'm not,
I
I
need a
tell
moment.
people,
And oh, we didn't talk about this last time. We talked about it, but we didn't see it on the show. And I can't remember what we were the topic was this day. And it might have been with money shame, but
mhm,
we had touched on how, you want to do things and we need to stop being these types of friends. We need to be human and understand that people go through shit just like we do.
yeah,
Check, not just check on your strong friends, check on all your friends. And when that friend don't want to go out or when that
yeah,
friend can't make the trip, don't be so quick to get all hard up in your feelings to be feeling bad. Oh, she don't ever want to go nowhere. Every time I ask her to do something with me, y'all, we don't know what people be going through, like as a
yeah,
friend. So like
yeah,
just be there like for your friends and understand that the very things you stop being in so much denial with yourself that you can't realize like, oh shit, my girl might be going through some shit too because I had a bad week. Stuff
true.
like that bring on anxiety because now we got to worry about how you feel and worry about how I'm gonna break it to you, or like I should just be able to be like, I just can't do it. It's just not a good
Yeah,
day for
it
me.
would be okay.
And you can say, girl, I understand. Yeah, you get that rest. It's okay. I don't want to be already heavy, and now I'm feeling even heavier because I done broke the news to you that I don't want to attend dinner or
Yeah.
I can't make the girls trip. So be a little more understanding. Let's not be each other's triggers. Let's start healing and helping our
Yeah,
friends
that's
and making
something
them
I'm being very intentional about now.
feel.
Like somebody asked me to do them a favor the other day, and I was like, the favor was so minute. I was like,
Yeah. Hmm.
what the fuck? But then I was like, this could be anybody. Like, I'm glad that I'm being intentional about that because number one, I got my own shit going on. So I'm not gonna bog myself down with somebody else shit too. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So I was like, I just help because I know even to come ask that minute task probably put a lot of pressure on this person because they like, I'm gonna sound dumb as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just been being very intentional about that. Just keeping the focus on
Hmm.
me. That's what we got to do. And when we keep the
Hmm.
focus on us, y'all, and be aware,
And
those.
knowing what bring anxiety. Oh, did you know food?
What you mean, food?
Certain things you eat
Damn, I believe that.
can
Like
bring on
what food you
anxiety. Because okay,
like?
I'll give you mine. Once I had already experienced anxiety, but this is one thing that brought it on. Somewhere down the line, I developed acid reflux. Okay. And if you've
Hmm.
ever had acid reflux, then you know that it runs a very fine line with that damn anxiety. Acid reflux, you eat the wrong shit, it'll have you feeling like you finna die. And so when you get the feeling that like golf ball, it feel just like anxiety, but before you know it, you're in an anxiety attack of something you ate.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the acid reflux is like spicy foods. It could be
Oh
a lot
yeah.
of different things though, but look those things up too. And it makes sense though that certain things that we put into our body can trigger anxiety or anything else. Like it can trigger anything. Mood swings. We know that. People that like say
Mhm.
they stop eating meat, that they experience like not having mood swings because I guess you take
Yeah.
on the mood of the animals. I don't know, but it's some weird stuff. So be careful what
Yeah.
you do your research.
Do
I ain't
your
trying to tell
research,
nobody.
baby.
I eat what I want and I just pray over it. But my
Yeah.
goal is to eat better.
Yeah. I'm just being more intentional about all those things. Definitely eating better. That's healthy. I juiced all of
Mm.
January. I
That's
love
what
juicing. Like
something
I
we
had so
used
much
to grandma's
clarity. Yeah, I had so much clarity
time.
when I was juicing. Eating salads. I wasn't eating meat. Like I don't know. It just feel your body feel different. And then like this,
Mhm.
going back to I'm about to circle back to money shame a little bit. I remember when last year was my worst financial year. So I was buying what I could afford. And it's like I had the epiphany one day, like this is the way you're eating shows how much love and care you have for yourself. When I tell you that opened my, I was like, damn, I don't give a fuck about myself. I'm buying
Yeah,
what I can
if you
afford.
if you
Yeah,
look
and
at
it
what
was
you
so
put in your
crazy.
body,
Once I started being intentional about going to the store, I started planning my meals. So I'm like, well, I just need this, this, and that. I wasn't worried about the price. I was eating things
mhm.
that were good and nutritional for me. And I would spend less money because I wasn't so focused. I didn't have, oh my God, I had a scarcity mindset. Having a scarcity mindset induces anxiety. So
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God, I don't
it
think I'm gonna
does.
have enough. And then it
Not
was so
having enough.
crazy because I had enough. But if
Yeah,
I was just being intentional, once
and you
that I
done
had
created
my
a whole
epiphany,
anxiety attack off of the
right?
possibility of lack.
Yeah.
But
Once
star player energy, when you get that mindset that I can have whatever I want, and when you really start
absolutely.
believing that this is what get me by every time I face a struggle in my like adult years, these last few years. Um, I do know one thing. The scripture that says God will provide all your needs, right? If
Always.
all my needs are going to be met, and if this is a promise, if this is what God promises me, that my needs will be met. I don't give a damn if I look at my account and it's 1 cent and I got a water bill due. God promised me that my needs are going to be met. And when I tell you
Absolutely.
each and every time that I thought that
It worked
something
out.
wasn't gonna work out,
It
my
worked out.
needs were met. Now I probably couldn't do the extra shit. I probably couldn't buy the extra,
But
and
what
you know what
you
I'm
asked
saying.
for,
But
you
my
received.
needs, the shelter, the water, the food, that was
Absolutely.
there with overflow.
Yeah.
You had
Listen,
it, and then somebody else was coming. Yeah.
I remember I was reading the Bible heavy. This was like when I was in college, maybe. I was reading the Bible super heavy, like cover to cover. The Bible was a dope ass book to me. So I read it. I like the
Mhm.
stories. It was a lot of scandal in that motherfucker. It was a lot
Yeah.
going on in the Bible. But anyway, I get to the scripture about how it say, do not worry. Like if God will
Mhm.
feed the birds of the air, then what more will he feed his children? You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that day I took the kids. I'm always fucking with the kids.
Right.
I was doing an internship that summer, working at summer camp. So anyway, I'm taking the kids outside after lunch. So I'm sitting down, letting them play and shit. They had Lay's chips that day. That's crazy how
Mhm.
vivid, because that shit was burnt, etched into my memory. They had Lay's chip. This little boy was eating his chips, going down the slide. He dropped one. A
Mhm.
bird came to pick it up. I had just read that scripture.
Let me tell you something.
God was showing me that scripture in the physical shit tripped me out. And it was like
God will
God
show
was
you a
saying,
whole bunch of
see,
things with them birds if you sit
see,
up. That's why I can respect a bird
see,
watcher.
girl. I said
Bird
when
watchers
God
gotta
said,
be
see,
spiritual. They know some stuff that we don't know. Because
G,
birds tell you a lot of things. I watched a bird go back and forth and keep on coming back with the worm in their mouth and giving it to this bird, and the bird take it to the nest. They had a whole system. I set up, I think I was like in Walmart parking lot waiting on somebody to come out the store. And I was just
yeah.
I just kept saying, God, you are amazing. Like this is crazy. Like, and if I can do it for the birds, how dare you sit up here and give yourself a reason to go into anxiety, an anxiety attack? How dare you sit up here and panic?
I watched God feed that whole bird. That bird
A
came and
whole
swooped that chip
family.
up. It was gone with the tip. I said, and I'm over
I
here
wish I
tripping for
would be
what?
hungry.
I'm
I
over
wish
here
I
tripping
would worry about
for
some
what?
food. Uh,
What am I over
look
here
at this
tripping
though.
for?
Candace made such, I have to highlight it again. Y'all probably
Come
read
on.
it because I left it up here for a minute. If this ain't good, Get in the habit of asking your friends, do you have the space or energy to receive the conversation I'm about to have with you? Because some people might be already overwhelmed. So that way you're not answering that. When I tell you, I don't want to be a selfish friend.
Woo.
I don't want to be the friend that bring worry. I don't want to be the one that when you call me to talk about
Always
whoever
some
pissed
bull.
you off for the day, when we hang up, you feel worse. I just don't want to be that. And everybody else don't be that. That's such an intentional friend. When you can sit up and say, you know what, how was your day? Instead of jumping on the phone and be like, okay, B, let me tell you. Like, how
Yeah.
was your day? What you doing right now? Because sometimes we do get so excited in what we got going on, or we so upset, or like I said, we so happy. You forget to even test the water when you get on the phone. You just a person. I could have called. I could have answered this phone call in the midst of just getting up off the floor, snotting and crying. And I'm gonna keep it
Right.
together, and I'm gonna answer the phone because I need to be there for my friend. I'm gonna see what's up with her first. And you have
I
no
promise.
clue.
What's going like the other day? I called Nika because we were supposed to meet last week, but life just been life in a little bit. So I called Nika and I said, Nika, we not shit. Nika said, Nene, don't say that. We just been busy. I said, you know what, you're right. I appreciate you for
Yeah,
correcting my words because we are the shit. I'm tripping.
we are.
So
And we
Nika
know
was
that our
like,
intentions about our we sensitive about our shit. So by no means are
absolutely.
we not neglecting it.
Be
It
on
just
our shit about our shit.
yeah.
So Nika was telling me, she said, Nene, I haven't even had a moment to myself today. And blah, blah. And the phone died. I know Nika never had her phone charged, y'all. I'm putting you out there, but you don't. You just don't.
I don't.
Let's intervention her right now. You don't. So anyway,
It was
I
the main one
knew
man
when
where
my
AT&T cut
friend
up the
said,
other day. For what? Why are you mad?
you better put
Don't
that
be on
phone
the phone
down.
no way.
Put that phone down, stink. Go for a walk. Go do
Don't-
something.
That I had that talk with my kids during
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah, but the phone died. And I know I said Nika's
Hmm.
phone died. I could have
Hmm.
called Nika back and continued talking, but I knew my friend ain't feel like talking on no motherfucking phone.
And you know I
I
would
didn't
have
call
talked to
her
you.
back.
But let
I
me tell
didn't
you how
call her.
God worked. The phone went dead, and the first thing I said is, "Oh, let me call Nene back." And then I said, "You know what? Well, let me just take a moment to myself. She'll call me back."
I
So
knew
did.
you was
But
not
you
in
know
the
I was gonna
place.
talk on that phone.
Exactly. I knew you was not in the place to be talking about because whenever we talking about podcast stuff, we in a good place. You
We
know what I'm
be
saying? Like
fired
we
up.
ready to create. We ready
We
to
do.
create. And two people on the same mission, we get so much shit done. We be
Yeah.
figuring out shit quick. Oh, that'd be my
Yeah.
favorite part. I'd be like, look at you. Figure that shit
It just
out.
the energy be up. Like when it's up, it's up.
Right.
And it
So
was
it
one of
was
those
no
things where we was gonna be
point.
forcing a brainstorm.
Exactly. It was no point to try to continue on that conversation about the podcast. We got this now. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like we got it.
we got it.
We got it. So I knew that it would be okay if I didn't talk to her on that day
Yeah, but
because
I
I
miss
knew,
you these last couple weeks because life really been life.
yeah, really have. Yeah, but I
But
like when we don't talk like that because when
oh
we
yeah,
start talking, we be having so much fun and funny shit to talk about.
I'm telling you, I was so ready for this conversation today because again, it just a lot. Listen, parenting. Jazzy is a senior. Jazzy is trying to go to college, graduation, prom. She just turned 18.
It's
On
the
top of
lot.
everything else, like it just yeah. The last
The
couple weeks has
girls,
been.
Maddie and May May, they got shit going on. Basketball. May May got
She
all
got
types
speech
of shit.
therapy twice a week. Like it's listen, the life
You
had been
got full
real.
plate for
So
sure.
yeah. So today when they was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta be at practice," I was like, "What? Monday is my day." I was
Yeah.
ready to
You just
lose it
not
over there
telling
with
me
me.
this? I know you hit him with that. You just not telling me this.
No, call your father.
Call your father.
Ah. It was worth a try. I still ended up having to
Yeah,
be the one to do it, but I'd be whatever way I try to get my breaks, I'd be trying to get them, baby,
I do
because
understand.
again, I just don't be wanting them to get I don't want to stress them with my stress. Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, damn, what's wrong with mom?
Yeah.
Like, mm-mm.
And then when you do find yourself having a moment, like I said earlier, I just commend you on really talking yourself through it to them.
Mhm.
So they'll know
Mhm.
how to express themselves. They can come back and say, "Hey, mom, I'm sorry about the attitude earlier. I was having a bad
Yep.
day, girl." You can be like, "I know how it is, girl."
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yep.
creates an open dialogue. Like, and I think as parents, we need
Yeah,
to do that.
they definitely understood, baby. And then I turned on Drew Hill, and it was up.
Yeah.
I ain't even have to go to the waterfowl sounds. I was cool right there.
Yeah. Oh, we got to do our small business
Small
buzz.
business. It's oh.
How did Big O Orlando Rivera Enterprises? Type it
Yes.
in the y'all.
And he traveled. Let me put it on here.
When he travel, go look at. We gonna put it on Auntie OG podcast page. Our personal
It's
page
Ravenna
is
and Miyake, can you put it
Rivera
on here so I can pin it?
Enterprises.
I don't want to be wrong. I know I think it's Rivera.
Rivera Enterprises. Rivera Enterprises.
Yes, he does. First of
He
all,
does
if you follow me,
magic
you seen that
out
dope ass bathroom that
yeah
I really
with the
wanted. Like
tub
I
in the
with the
tub
tub in the shower, I would never get
shower
out.
combo.
I
The
would never get
combo.
out.
I need the
That
combo,
was
bitch.
so
I'm taking a
dope.
shower. I'm taking a shower while I'm running my bath water, and then I'm gonna get in the bathtub. That's what I'm
Yes.
gonna do.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do.
It was
I'm gonna
dope.
be in there. I'm gonna have a whole spa day in that motherfucker. But we gonna
I don't
definitely
know if I
pin
can
him. He
add him
do
on here.
amazing home renovations, home remodels. He does all that. He's super
He said,
talented.
"Yeah, show my hubby out." Yes. Yes.
Super talented, super talented. So if you guys are in the
Any type of
Dallas
remodels.
Metroplex, ain't that what they call y'all area? The
Yep.
DFW
DFW.
area, or
But here's the thing.
he travel,
If the price is
he
right,
will pull up.
he will travel and
He
he's
will
fair and
travel.
reasonable. Just don't try to play my guy because he does a damn good job. So if
Absolutely,
he travel, show him some love because when he leave, you're gonna be very, very proud and grateful. See, look,
absolutely,
she said he traveled too. Yeah.
absolutely.
He is definitely
Yeah,
our handyman, but he definitely do when I say everything, he done hung TVs over here, he done put in new toilets over here, he done
yeah.
clean carpets over here.
Aw,
Yeah. He do
that's
everything,
dope.
but his contract work is superb. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all shout him out. Y'all
Yeah,
go give he got a page on Facebook too. And we're gonna
yeah.
share
We
it
gonna
on our
post it on
on here
NTOG.
so y'all can
Yeah.
see and then y'all can go follow him.
Y'all, this
Tell a
has
friend
been
and tell a
such a
friend.
good conversation.
Yeah, so hopefully now
I also
y'all can
took
be
my
comfortable talking about
ashwagandha.
y'all anxiety. It's
Y'all need to
okay
go
to
to
make people
ashwagandha.
aware
Yeah. A
of
good
you being
anxiety,
overwhelmed.
natural anxiety med. Wait, let me shout out ashwagandha because I fucks with it. So I
Mm-hmm.
used to
The
smoke a lot of
gummies.
weed, y'all. I don't smoke a lot of weed anymore. If anybody from school watching, I don't do that anymore. But I used to because I am a straight hustler. From the time I get up to the
Look at
time
me.
I lay down, I'm trying to figure out a way to, so I used to smoke to
Mm-hmm.
slow my brain down. But then I started learning to do it myself without any
Right.
added anything or whatever. But I was taking I love vitamins. So I take like burdock root, maca root, dandelion. I drink Chinese herb tea. I take I love vitamin D3. That's a really good one. And magnesium. That will also help with
Nene
anxiety.
is that auntie. I gotta
Magnesium
call her and
glycinate.
find out what vitamins I need to take.
Yeah, but ashwagandha, if you're suffering from anxiety, ashwagandha, and you don't want to get on meds, like doctor prescribed. I can't take pharmaceutical drugs. They do
I
weird shit.
just
But
to each his own, but I
ashwagandha,
really don't think it's necessary because when I say mine
yeah.
was bad, and mama,
Mhm.
I am over here handling it
Yeah, right. And that's you.
like
Everybody don't have that type of resiliency yet.
because
Not saying
it take
they
this
can't
too.
get there.
You
Yeah,
start up
absolutely.
here.
It's a mind thing.
That's
Yeah,
true.
so not saying that they can't get there, but sometimes people do need a little help
A
getting
little
there.
hard,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? And that's okay. That I don't never want nobody to feel bad about having to go and get some. If you need some
yeah.
motherfucking medicine, take some motherfucking
Go ahead
medicine.
and
If
take
that's
it.
what you
Yeah,
feel like you need, I can't judge nobody for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I love vitamins. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some.
But
I'm gonna
then
drink
take
some.
it from people to because a lot of us don't know people who really do it the natural way. So like
Yeah.
you, I'm interested in the gummies because I want to know about the
Yeah.
vitamins.
Well, no, I take a pill because I
Oh, it's
don't
a
like the
pill.
gummies. It's too
But
much
do the
stuff.
ashwagandha come in gummies?
Huh?
Does it come in
Oh, I
gummies?
don't know. I don't know if ashwagandha come. I've only always taken a pill. So I like pills and I like tinctures. A tincture is a liquid. You put it on. I take rhodiola rosacea. That's really good if you suffer from anxiety. It helps, like especially at the gym. Rhodiola rosacea. That's a tincture I like to take. So a tincture you can put under your tongue. But a vitamin is just like in a little veggie
We have
capsule,
a meeting
and
after
they
this.
grind up the leaf or whatever. So I take ashwagandha. Me and Nikki talked about this. I don't know if she's on here tonight, but she said how
Yes,
ashwagandha changed her life. Oh, okay, yeah, she said how ashwagandha changed her life. Like ashwagandha is a natural, along with magnesium glycinate.
I've
Not
been
just
hearing what's her name? Aunt Tabitha be talking about the ashwagandha.
oh yeah, because it calms you. It really helps you to gather yourself. It's a calming kind of thing, but you got to research it. I love vitamins. I always been her. It's my grandma, so I grew up with my grandma. Y'all, she had a garden at the back of our house, type shit. Like it's just she was always doing shit. So I'm an all natural kind of girl. So I'm always find a natural way to do something. Um, yeah,
And in the
but
words of Q-Tip,
what? Go say it.
when it comes to the anxiety, just breathe and stop. For real.
For real. I
Take
can't
every breath you can.
I don't know.
I'm so serious though. I don't know why that came to me.
You right though. You
Breathe and stop. Because listen, that is my thing.
It
I
feels
just
so
stop
good.
and
It
what I
feels
say on
good.
the phone. I mean, silence and being still.
Yeah.
That's the first step. Just everything got to stop for a minute. Hold up, damn it. Just stop.
Yeah.
If you're on the road, pull over in a Walmart park. Just stop for a minute. Just get it together. I promise you.
Yeah. But that really
You
comes with
are not
self-awareness.
dying. You will not die.
I want y'all to get in tune with y'all star player. You the star of this motherfucking show. Get in tune with your star. Man, I'm telling you, when you get in tune with your star player, I tell people I be fly as fucking work, but I be practicing. I'm always practicing. You know, I'm always in training. I'm training to be $1 million because I'm $1 million nigga. So I'm training how I want that to look like, what I want it to feel like, how I want to dress, how I want to carry myself, what I do with my time.
How you
It's
want to
important
think,
to
the
train for
type of
that shit.
people you want to be around, the type of people you
Exactly.
want to help. I already know the people, like the foundations, and like I already know.
Yeah, so I be training. So I go to work flat in the motherfucker. The parents be like, Miss Williams, you look so glamorous. You could tell what kind of school I go to. Miss Williams, you look so glamorous. You could
Not you
tell
can
what kind
tell
of
what
school
kind of school I go to.
I work at.
How about you look?
You look so glamorous. I tell them,
No,
I say,
baby.
no, I'm just operating in my star play. I'm a star play. I'm the star of this motherfucking show. I'm just
Oh,
operating star player
oh,
energy. They be laughing.
okay. All right. I like that star player. That's how I know I can tell where you at. Oh, you got new hair today. You know what? Bye. I'm not gonna do this with you on this
You
thing.
looking snazzy.
This girl said, sad note. What about the rodeo? That you know what? We're gonna have to call you on 3-way.
Yeah,
We
let me
might
tell
be
you
Auntie
something.
OG might be live from the rodeo. Oh, wait a minute. When is our rodeo? When is it? Let me look at my calendar. And then we getting off for real, for real.
Okay.
2 weeks is the 11th.
The 12th.
No, 2 weeks from today is the 11th. The rodeo is the 12th. We
Yeah.
definitely could do Auntie OG's live together on March 11th.
Stop telling our business though.
Oh, okay. I said we could. I didn't say we are.
You just talking.
I'm gonna have my boots on. Just know that shit. All right, y'all.
Do it with your boots on. Do it with your... All right, we love y'all. Man,
Yeah.
I pray that this seed was planted positively somewhere out there. We love
Yeah.
y'all.
And that it can, if y'all can help, it can help you or help someone else. Peace in the Middle East.
Bye.
Bye-bye.